Brain food, random stimulation for the brain.
In this project, we're going to take any household match, even these safety or strike-on box only matches, and pimp them up to extreme levels. When complete, not only will they strike on virtually any rough surface like a brick, the face of an egg, or even a sheet of paper, but you can also strike them into life on your thumb just like in the cowboy movies, and even literally flick them into life. Not only that, but as a bonus, I'll show you how to make them 100% waterproof even after total immersion, and still light anywhere. At the same time, we can also make them less volatile, making them a fantastic homemade survival and camping match. And all we're going to need for this project are your chosen matches and some cheap children's ring caps, like the ones used in a child's cap gun. To thoroughly prototype this build, I tested many different matches from various parts of the world. I also sourced 3 types of commonly available ring caps, combining them with various methods for the most reliable extreme strike anywhere match. I'll place all of that information and make it 100% free as always on the website via the links in the iCards, description bar and at the end of the video. First, take a ring cap like this one and using a craft knife, pin or cocktail stick, carefully remove the paper that stops the impact and friction sensitive powder from falling out. Next, turn the ring cap upside down and carefully crimp one of the plastic cups with some pliers. Good quality caps should deposit about this much powder, which is about the same as a small crushed match head. Cheaper ones like this may typically have half or even a third as much. If that is the case, crush an extra cap or 2 out for good measure. Now take your chosen match and dip it into a small glass of water once, being careful not to soak the wooden part of the stick if possible. Then dab the water onto the plate next to the powder. Dip the match head one last time and mix the water and powder together until you have a slurry that looks a bit like this. Scoop the powder up onto the end of your finger and prime the surface of the match head by turning it around in the mix. Keep the coat thin, we're just trying to prime it at this stage. Next, we're going to load the mixture in small globs onto the side of the match head. What we're looking for is to create small individual lumps of mixture, and the more you have, the more reliable it will be when you come to strike it. What we're not looking for is a thick continuous coat that creates a sort of a helmet. If you're into mass production, as you probably will be if you get a taste for the addiction that is flicking these things into life, you can dump the entire contents of a ring cap at one time, adding enough water to create the same slurry as before. It's then just a matter of dipping and loading the matches in a production line, and in no time at all you will have a whole bunch of extreme matches ready for drying. Finally, find something non-flammable to dry them on. Here I'm using a muffin tray, but a shot glass or an egg cup would work just as well. Now place them somewhere nice and dry where no one will accidentally bump into them or knock them over, and of course away from anything flammable. The hardest part is waiting for them to dry, and for the best results I'd recommend a minimum of 3 to 6 hours. Congratulations, you've now made some highly volatile matches that really put the extreme into extreme strike anywhere. But wait a minute, there is one last quick hack that turns this trick match into something safer and more useful. As you have probably guessed, to make the match less volatile, simply paint the head with a thin coat of varnish without missing any spots. Once this is dry, you're left with a strike anywhere match that won't just explode into life. It will, however, still strike on any rough surface. To make a camping or survival match, just coat the entire match in varnish from head to tail, once again taking care not to miss any areas. When dry, it doesn't matter how damp, humid or downright wet they get, you will still be able to pluck out an extreme match like this, find any rough surface and light yourself a potentially life-saving fire. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, why not consider a like, share or subscribe for more. And if you know of any good brand of match or ring caps that work well, why not share it with others in the comments below, and I'll make sure that the best suggestions end up on the website in an easy to read and find format to help others. Well, that's all for now. Why not check out some of my other videos? Thanks for watching.